So, I've been seeing this diabolical business concerning Dwayne Wade, the NBA basketball player, and husband of actress Gabrielle Union. Him and his son are celebrating his son legally becoming his daughter. And I think it's a hot mess. I think it's a satanic mess. And I think it's really more disgusting and more egregious and more irresponsible that so many people are applauding this diabolical situation. And I was so disgusted when I learned yesterday that the NAACP had given him an award praising this diabolical situation. And I heard part of the speech that Dwayne Wade gave, and he's so proud, or so he pretends to be. And I suspect that I smell Gabrielle Union all over this. And I agree with a lot of people who say that they feel like Gabrielle Union is a witch. I agree. Her energy is witch. And I feel like this is a very vindictive act, silently and subtly, that Gabrielle is displaying. I say that because I feel like Gabrielle was so embarrassed about the oops baby that Dwayne had when they were on so-called break of their relationship prior to them getting married. And I feel like Dwayne possibly went ahead and married Gabrielle out of guilt and to solidify their relationship and the secrets that Gabrielle knows about Dwayne. I feel like, and a lot of people, other people suspect that Dwayne possibly plays for the other side. If you catch my drift, well, I won't just give you a drift. I am blunt. So let me say this bluntly. I suspect that Dwayne Wade likes a little ding-a-ling every now and again. And I suspect also that Dwayne Wade is living vicariously through his son, who is now his daughter, legally his daughter. And he's going so hard, just like Barack Obama. He goes so hard for the LGBT community. And a lot of people suspect that Michelle was possibly born Michael. I suspect the same thing. And, I just look at these people sideways with a hard side eye when they go so extra hard for the LGBT community, harder than the LGBT community goes for themselves. Yeah, but I digress. I suspect that Gabrielle Union is pushing this um, transgender change for Dwayne's son, who is now his daughter, because she holds a hard grudge against Dwayne for having that side baby, and she's killing two birds with one stone. She's getting back. She's getting her licks back from Dwayne because Dwayne can't support the biological mom. I forgot her name. But at first I was supportive of her. But then she went silent after all of this public rage and campaigning for support and rallying for her defense, claiming that Dwayne was doing her so bad. I was feeling so sorry for her. But then Dwayne gave her some hush money and she went away. No longer was she protesting out in public square, in public domain, stretched wide open, sprawled all out like she was doing before he gave her that hush money. So that lets me know that her standards and her morality can be bought. No, if you have standards, stand on that. And your standards and your morality should not come with a price tag. So obviously, Dwayne stopped paying the hush money. So now she's back out pretending like she's so against, but first she was for it. I remember going on her social media a couple of months ago, she was supporting the transition of her son, who is now legally her daughter. She was supporting it. And she's just hugging Jesus and praising the Lord and supporting whatever they wanted to do with their lives. Now, a couple of months later, now she's against it. Make up your mind, hon. You know, I just feel like Dwayne, he stopped paying her the hush money. And as long as he was paying her the hush money, she was going to ride the wave of whatever they wanted to do. Even if the boy wanted to identify as a dog, she would have went for it as long as Dwayne was paying her money. So I'm not even trying to entertain nothing that she says because she can't be trusted. Okay, she goes wherever the bag goes. Clearly, I'm just convinced. Even if um Gabrielle wanted to do some swinging and threesomes with her, she probably would sign up for that too. And clearly, Gabrielle Union wears the pants and the dress in that relationship. And the little daughter that they got, I don't even know how they got that little daughter. Was she born through a surrogate or did they pick her up at Walmart? I don't know where they got that little girl, but she looks so conflicted. That little girl looks so stressed out. And oh my God, the whole household is just fucked up. Okay, forgive me, Lord, for cussing. And Gabrielle, like I said, I really suspect she's a witch. And she's giving witch energy. She's giving vindictive energy. She's giving I'm getting my lick back energy. And it's just so satisfying to her to embarrass the boy's biological mother because she can't stand her, right? She can't stand her because she embarrassed her in public and drug her through all of this inconvenience. And they had to do all these interviews to defend themselves and their marriage and their relationship and blah, blah, blah. So Gabrielle, she's just sitting with her legs crossed, enjoying, just digging in that woman's heart with a long ass knife. And then she's emasculating Dwayne and getting him back for fucking on her with the other woman and getting the side baby who she will not let him um, claim and show off and acknowledge in public. We've never seen a picture of the baby, have we? And we probably never will if Gabrielle has her way. She's running the show. She's running the show. She is orchestrating everything. Every time you see the boy who is now legally a girl, there goes Gabrielle with those teeth smiling with that evil smile. I'm sick of Gabrielle. I can't stand her. I've never been a fan of Gabrielle. I think she's a wicked bitch. And I think she puts on a strap on too and rams it up Dwayne's ass. And Dwayne, his energy is so bisexual, okay? And I really suspect when they go off screen, they are somewhere swinging it out and just fucking whoever wants to fuck. And I think Gabrielle has a white liver. She loves to fuck. She's always had some sexual deviances ever since she was a little girl. Do you remember when she did that interview and said that she started fucking teddy bears when she was 5 years old or whatever? And all kinds of foolishness. And then she was with that fat ass ex-husband and all kind of strange things was going on with him and her, and they might as well not have been married because she really is a nasty bitch. And she really is. She is a nasty bitch in spirit. So that's why she plays that character so well. That's who she really is. And I think she secretly has a lot of strange shit going on with her. And, that's, I think she really pushes that in that boy who is now legally a girl. And she's so wicked. She's so wicked. She's just taking her time and encouraging him to be so effeminate because it just gives her so much satisfaction to slowly and diabolically emasculate him while she's emasculating his dad at the same time. So she's killing several birds with one fucking stone, right? Gabrielle, oh my God, God is gonna deal with her wicked butt. I'm sick of her. And I heard one of the YouTubers, Hassan Campbell, he took the words out of my mouth with his commentary. I couldn't have said it better myself. And without further ado, I would like to play what Hassan has to say. He spoke on this today in one of his videos, so let's listen at what Hassan Campbell has to say.
Dwayne Wade's 16-year-old son, Zaya, has legally changed his gender to a girl. The NAACP gave Gabrielle and Dwayne Wade an award for encouraging his child to make adult decisions. For encouraging a child to make adult decisions. First of all, the mother don't agree with none of this that's going on. Second of all, the mother feels like this child is being pushed. There's an agenda. A reward from Satan to encourage children to make adult decisions. And there's a thin line between pedals. There's a sickness here. There is a sickness here. There's a sickness of the mind. And the sad part about it is the mind of the adults is more sicker than the mind of the child. President Trump vowed that the first thing that he was going to do when he get in office was overturn these rulings to allow children to make these decisions. And I agree with that. Because understand something, first and foremost, what are we doing, right? This young child is too young to make those decisions. That child should be deciding on what college he's going to go to, what career he's going to have, even though he's probably never going to have to worry about a dollar ever in his life. Not because his father and his mother and successful basketball players and actors, but because there's a reward to advertise this to your children. This is not about Shorty. This is not about Gabrielle Union. This is not about Dwayne Wade. This is about them planting seeds of evil and watering these seeds to your children, to our children. And that's how I personally feel about that. Listen, I want you to understand something, right? If you can't accept who you are and how you were born, that's cool. But don't expect me to accept you for who you are if you can't accept yourself for who you are. But I gotta put that in subtitles or something. Let me say it again. If you can't accept you for yourself, how do you expect me to accept you for yourself? Riddle me that. And that's the bottom line to that. I feel sorry. My prayers go out to this little boy. My prayers go out to him because I feel like peer pressure. This is peer pressure. We don't know what's going on in the mind of this child. It just seemed like a sick, twisted, evil game that these adults is playing for monetizing off of this child and advertising this child like that, and it's wrong. And I can't understand how so many adults sit back and watch this foolery go on. Whatever choice you make in life is your choice for you to make in life.
Earn up to $180.
No life to live. But a discussion about having sex with the same sex when you're underage, well, here's the key to it, right? Me and my child ain't gonna have conversations, whether you a boy or a girl, about having sex and how you want to have sex until you reach the proper age of having sex. Y'all moving this kid along in life too fast. Pump the brakes, slow down. Let this little boy be a little boy. Let this child be a child. You have a small window of time on this earth of being a child. Y'all rushing this child to make adult decisions that you can't turn back. Do y'all do the stats and educate yourself on children, or grown-ups rather, not children, grown-ups who decided to make that decision and actually have the sex change? Do you understand that some of these adults, after they do that, they can't live with themselves because they can't go back and put on what they've taken off? Give this child some time to grow, to be whatever it's going to be. That's his or her choice, or his choice rather. Because I have the right to recognize you, soldier boy, as the little boy you was born as. And I personally will never, ever, 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 conform to calling a boy a girl, or a girl a boy. If you was born a boy, that's what I'm gonna call you. If you was born a girl, that's what I'm gonna call you. It's plain and simple. If you hate yourself, then why do I have to love you? If you can't accept yourself, then why do I have to accept you? That's called manipulation. I don't like what I see. I don't like the fact that so many religious men, because of this 501c3, decided to take a back seat to Satan. What does your Bible say? Do you still believe in your Bible? Do you still believe in God? Or have we just cast God's laws out the window? To see a man encourage his son to put on a dress hurts. But what hurts even more is to see men sit back and remain silent. While these adults are pushing an agenda on our children. And push them into an evil state of unrighteousness. That's my take on the situation. It is what it is, man. I don't like what I see. Children should allow to be children. Let the child grow up. And stop forcing these adult decisions on these childs. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Talk to me in the comment section, man. Am I wrong?
I agree with him 100%. I agree with Hassan Campbell's talking points 100%. And I feel like, and to piggyback on what Hassan said concerning Dwayne, I feel like Dwayne, he should be ashamed of himself. And when I look at Dwayne, I see a broken little boy in a big size body. Dwayne, he presents himself like a kid himself. And, clearly he is manipulated by Gabrielle. He's led or misled by Gabrielle. And Gabrielle, she probably comes from a long line of witches. Her mama was probably a witch. Her grandmama was probably a witch. Her aunties was probably witches. Her uncles was probably warlocks. Her daddy was probably a warlock. And her cousins was probably warlocks and witches too. She's a witch. And she's clearly damaging and destroying these guys with a smile on her face, a wicked smile on her face, like she's not doing anything wrong. Meanwhile, she's doing a whole lot of things wrong and seemingly getting away with it in this realm. But God is going to deal with Gabrielle. I don't know if he's going to make her sick, give her cancer. I don't know what he's going to do to her. But I feel like God is going to deal with Gabrielle. She's not going to get away with it. But she thinks she's getting away with it. But not only is she destroying these two men and harming the biological mother and hurting her spiritually. This is spiritual warfare between Gabrielle and the biological mom. And it's real. It's really real. And she's having a lot of influence on a lot of people, including a lot of people in her fan base. And she has the ability to brainwash a lot of people and influence a lot of people. And the bottom line is money. She's monetizing these emasculations. She's monetizing this. She's making big money off of this. And it's to promote her in the Hollywood sector also. And I understand that this boy, who is now legally a girl, he has gotten a whole lot of endorsement deals from big companies and he's making probably upwards of several millions of dollars by modeling as a girl for a lot of these big companies. And until a lot of the American people who are totally against this, you know, transitioning of children and damaging these children and using these children for adult agendas, until we stand up and have the courage to boycott a lot of these companies, they have a chance to win as it relates to damaging these children, not only this generation, but future generations. And that's what it's all about. The future generations, Satan is trying to grab a hold of these children and put them in a headlock and brainwash them and prepare them for his kingdom for future generations. So, you know, this is what it's all about. And the parents are just collateral damage. The parents are money hungry, clearly, and they don't mind using the children for clout. And it's really pathetic that Dwayne, an African American man, he is the one who's supposed to be in a leadership position. God created the black man to be the leader of the black woman, the black children, and the black community. And here he is abandoning his position as leader and clearly letting this black witch, Gabrielle, do the leading and or the misleading, in that relationship and in the community also. So she is poisoning the community, not, being of any benefit at all whatsoever. And I don't respect her at all whatsoever. And her motherhood is just trash as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, he's too young. The boy is too young to be making these adult decisions. And his mind should not even be on anything like this. He should be at his age thinking about toys, getting his first car, driving, learning how to drive, going to the mall, watching movies and shit like that. Why is he even thinking about stuff like this? Because of Jezebel, Gabrielle Union. She's the one that's sitting him in that house and getting him brainwashed and focused on this 24/7, watching her get dressed up, and she's letting him play in her makeup and wigs and dresses and high heel shoes and telling him how fierce he looks and you go girl and all that bullshit. Yeah, she's the one that's sitting him in that house and making him focus on being a girl instead of being the man that he could possibly be if she wasn't in the way. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. It's sickening. He's too young to be making these decisions. This is something for an adult to be thinking about. The adults shouldn't even be thinking about it, if you ask me. But a child should be a child. Okay? They are depending on the adults for guidance and direction. They don't even know which way to go. And here you go having adults, two fucking adults, that's misleading him in the wrong way, misleading him in error. They don't even think about hearing the error message because they're so greedy for money and clout. Okay? They don't give a fuck about the error message. You're going the wrong way. The alarm is ringing. Don't go that way. They don't care about that. They care about the money and the cloud. They care about posing for the cameras with their stupid ass and walking the red carpets and getting the awards and the accolades and applause and being on all these magazine covers for being stupid motherfuckers. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. But yeah, this is clearly what the adults want. This is not about the child and what he wants. This is all about fulfilling the agenda of Gabrielle and Dwayne. And Dwayne, he's lies. You can see it in his eyes, those big old bubble eyes. You can see it in his eyes and those big jaws. He's so lies. He's being misled by Gabrielle. Whatever Gabrielle tells him to do, his stupid ass does it. And it's about prepping for the future generations. Like I said, they want to destroy the seed. The seed is the future. The children are the future. And I saw this morning, there is a bill. It was announced that there is a Tennessee bill. I don't know if other states are following suit of this, but there is a Tennessee bill that the governor had. Well, it's not the governor yet. He hadn't signed off on it yet. But a lot of the representatives and legislators and such, they have put together this bill that would make it illegal for drag queens to perform in public. I don't know what inspired this, but I support it 100% because we've seen what goes on in California and a few other states when these drag queens, as a matter of fact, I think they start next month or April, sometime in April. They start all these drag queen conventions, and the transgenders, they get out there and they just take over California, all in the street naked and fucking. They actually be out there fucking. Yeah, and the police can't do anything about it. They just watch them fucking in the street and getting naked and dancing all over the place. What child needs to look at that? Huh? What child needs to look at that? I don't even want to look at that. And then elderly people got to look at it? No, no, no. See, Satan is trying to take over society with his diabolical agenda. You know, this word has been on my lips the last couple of days, diabolical. Because now, you know, it surpassed demonic. It's now in the realm of diabolical. Okay? It's just disgusting. And this happened because we allowed the door to be open in the first place, and they bullied and hijacked society, morality, with this love is love bullshit. And I knew that this was going to happen. It's like a domino effect. When you let them have a pass and open one door for their ass, oh, they want to take it a step further. You give them an inch, they want to take a fucking mile, okay? And they have manipulated their way to this place where we are now. And the ultimate goal, the end game, is total destruction. Make no mistake about it. And I refuse to conform. I refuse to accommodate. And I refuse to give them a pass. And I refuse, just like Hassan Campbell said, I refuse to call a boy a girl and a girl a boy. I'm not fixing to let them brainwash me and turn my mind into their mind. I'm not going for it. And like Hassan Campbell also said, I agree with him. If you can't accept you for who you are, how the hell do you expect me to accept you? Yeah. Yeah, they can't even accept themselves. That's why they go out of their way to lay on somebody's surgical table and alter themselves, change themselves. So it's a whole contradiction. If you say love is love, why don't you love yourself enough to keep yourself as you were born? But they say, oh, I was born this way. Well, why the hell do you need to go to a hospital and get yourself altered, huh? And it's just so demonic. It's so demented, you know. And it has gotten out of hand. They've gone too far. They have no limits. And I'm just sick of it. Okay. I am sick of it. And it's nothing but a distraction. Another distraction. Okay. Satan is full of distractions. And he just keeps us distracted with all his bullshit. Okay, and I'm sick of his bullshit. and tricks and manipulation tactics, because he doesn't want us to focus on God. He doesn't want us to focus on our goals, our spiritual goals, because he keeps us in spiritual warfare, and he's using our children to do his dirty work. He's a dirty motherfucker, and I'm sick of his stupid ass, okay? I'm sick of Satan's retarded, raggedy ass. Why don't he just go to hell and stay there? Lay your stupid ass down and stay there. I'm sick of him. Bald headed, raggedy bitch. But anyway, I guess I got that off of my chest, and now I can go back to sleep and take me a nap. Thank y'all for tuning in to this live. Holla at your girl. Peace.